All right, today we are going to talk about multiplying integers, continuing what we were talking about yesterday, and then we're going to get into distribution and foiling when we're going back to polynomials. So let's go to work. Starting off, I want to talk about multiplying integers. Yesterday, when we talked about addition and subtraction of integers, I gave you this that you should write down. Same plus opposite minus. And there's a reason why I do it this way, or have my students write this down. Used to be back in the day, I made them write it down on top of their paper all the time whenever we were dealing with stuff like that. And it was for this reason. Yesterday we were doing addition and subtraction. So we might have like -5 plus 3. We said, hey, if you've got opposite signs, we actually subtract. So we take the larger number, 5, and subtract the smaller number. 5 minus 3 is 2. Then we look at the sign of the larger number, again, absolute value, and see that 5 is the larger number, or has the largest absolute value, and it's negative, so my answer is negative. Now, it takes me a long time to say all that, but it doesn't take us a long time to actually do it. And then if we had -12 minus 5, we see that both the signs are the same, so we know that we would add the numbers and get a -17. That's what we dealt with yesterday. Well, the same thing holds true with multiplication and division. Now, I don't feel like we have the same issue with the multiplication and division as we do with the addition and subtraction. But I want to show you how this still works. If I have -3 times -2, well, first of all, 3 times 2 is 6, and a negative times a negative. Or if my signs are the same, my answer is going to be positive. See that? Whereas if my signs are opposite, for example, -3 times a +2 is going to give me a -6. Why? Because my signs are opposite. Therefore, my answer is negative. That's really all I wanted to show you today about that same information that I gave you yesterday with addition and subtraction. It holds true for multiplication and division. So one more time, let's say I have 6 divided by 3. Well, that's a positive divided by a positive is a +2 because the signs are the same. Or if I have a -15, that was an ugly 5, -15 divided by 3, that's going to be a -5. Why is it negative? Because the signs are opposite from the start. Yes?
Hey, I would love to take notes, but I can't even see the.
Can you turn a light out or close one of those?
Go ahead and close one of that front one there. All right, all 3 of them. There you go. Take care of that glare for you. Okay. Any questions on multiplying integers? Okay, so I want to do one more thing before I get into the distribution portion. And let's just multiply some polynomials. Okay, let's start with x times x. What is x times x? X squared. We all know that. Now, what actually happened there? Well, both of these x's have an exponent of 1, so we basically just added the exponents. So what if I have now x squared times x to the 5th? What do I get? X to the 7th. So here we go. We're adding again. Just like we were dealing with yesterday. We're adding integers. How about, let's get crazy here. Let's go x to the 5th times x to the -7th.
2. X squared.
X squared.
Yeah.
Close, but no cigar. The -2. Remember, just like we talked about yesterday, since our signs are opposite, we're going to add that 5 and the -7. Since our signs are opposite, we're actually going to subtract, right? 7 minus 5 is 2, and that's good. but then we take the sign of the largest number, which in this case would be 7. It's negative, so my answer is negative. Let's stay crazy here. Let's go x to the third times x to the negative fifth. X to the negative second. Good. X to the 16th times x to the fourth. X to the 20th. Good. X to the negative fifth times x to the negative third. X to the negative eighth. What? Why negative eighth? My signs are the same, so I just add the numbers and keep the same sign. Good. One more. X to the fifth. Sorry, x to the negative fifth times x squared. X to the negative third. Good. We good on that? Okay. How about this one? 2x squared times 4. Whoa, it went away. Why would that happen? See how fast we can get it back. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm going to have to pause. And we're back. All right, so 2x squared times 4x to the fifth. I have to multiply my coefficients, so 2 times 4 is 8. Still have my x, and then I add my exponents to the 7th. Okay? I just wanted to take a little bit of time and go back. Let's do 2 more. 3x squared times 4x to the negative fifth. 12x to the negative third. Everybody getting that? One last one. 5x to the negative fourth times 2x to the negative second. 10x to the negative sixth. We multiply the coefficients and we add the exponents. And by add, we realize that sometimes we actually subtract. Just depends on the signs of the numbers. Okay? All right. Did all that so that we can get back to working on this. 2x times 3x plus 5. This, as we remember, is distribution. Distribute means to give out stuff to different people. Okay? So I want to give the 2x to everything inside the parentheses. I want to distribute it. I want to multiply it. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Why is it squared? Each of my x's is the first power, and I got to add those exponents. And then 2x times 5 is 10x. Try this one, please. 3x times 5x minus 6. You do it on your own. Write it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3x times 5x is 15x squared. 3x times a negative 6 is a negative 18x. Cool. Well, what happens if I give you this? X plus 1 times x minus 5. I still distribute. I just have more things to distribute. I start by distributing first x. Well, x times x is x squared. And I distribute my second term. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. I have to distribute the second term of my first parenthesis. I got to distribute to everything in the second one. So 1 times x is x, and 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. Now, this thing amazingly happens in the middle of these, that a lot of times I end up with two like terms, and I have to combine those or add them. So I end up with x squared minus 4x minus 5. Minus 4x, because negative 5 plus 1 is a negative 4. Let's do one more. 2x plus 3 times x, I don't know, plus 4. 2x times x is 2x squared. X times 4 is 8x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. Got to combine my like terms in the middle, where I have 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. That is distributing. Sometimes it's more affectionately known as FOIL, but I'm not talking about that. What I want you to do is on your section 5.4, if you would, open the section 5.4, and you're going to do even questions only in the first section, which are numbers 2 through 12. Numbers 2 through 12. Even numbers 2 through 12. How many problems is that? 6. That's your homework. Due Tuesday. Due Tuesday. Okay? Not Monday, because you know what? Let's all just take Monday off. Okay? All right. Yes, most definitely have a fun day on Monday.